Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Brainstorm Brewery. This week, we have another Corbin story leading the show.
Why?
You can hear Jason pop a beer as I say that.
Why? Why?
We're also going to talk Patreon, revealing what we have for 2018 exclusives for people who logged in. What are we hearing right now?
Did you hear me pour delicious beer?
Yep.
Yeah.
I heard beer porn.
Bourbon barrel aged dragon's milk.
Right. I've got a pyramid Hefeweizen tonight.
Dragon's Milk is a fantastic name for a beer.
It's fantastic
I don't know.
beer.
It's still milk, right? But dragons are not mammals, so why do they lactate? Are dragons the only reptiles that lactate? What's the deal?
It's
they
brewed.
steal and hoard stuff
They're
too.
more
so it
like
might not...
modern day birds.
But okay.
It's brewed in Holland, so come on. They believe in everything over there.
Yeah, they believe they're Holland.
That's how it works. Okay. Okay.
So
Holland is the new Mexico, is the new Poland.
Yeah.
No, he's talking about Holland, Michigan.
yeah, Holland, Michigan is. They believe in everything over there.
But they have a
Okay.
tulip festival. Like, it's bullshit.
Okay.
Holland, Michigan's full of actual Dutch people. Like, that's
Okay.
where they came from. Dutch place.
Yeah.
Dutch.
Dutchland.
Dutchland. They
Understood.
came from Dutchland. They came from the Netherlands, and they
Sandra
just
just
like
ripped
they're like,
off.
yeah, we're gonna do furniture shit over here now, and so they just like,
Jason, Sandra just ripped off at least 5 pictures of you that were in his closet.
They sweep the streets, make run around in wooden shoes. It's a big deal.
yeah, man, that tulip festival's legit. My wife likes tulips, and she always makes me wants to make me go up there, but I don't want to.
Well, that's Jason you're hearing there. You might have heard DJ. I'm Corbin, and we have a fourth person tonight. Eric, welcome back to the cast, dude.
I appreciate it. Welcome. Thank you.
Do you live in Michigan? Then I don't care about.
I
enough
live in
about your
Michigan.
life.
I work all over the state. I'm actually in Stevensville, Michigan tonight, so I'm about an hour from you down the
Yeah.
road. So,
Stevensville. I'm sorry.
yeah, I know. But work is work, and I got done about 9:30 tonight, so it is what it is.
Yeah, well,
Cool. You've been on the podcast 4 times, and I don't know a single bit of biographical information.
You
about
do know it, you just don't realize it.
That's true.
Okay.
Anyway,
It's
so
all good.
I've also had an experience with the Discord recently. So I might have made a mistake last week when I posted my address in Discord.
Oh,
and
dude,
said,
I knew that was a mistake, man.
I posted my address and I said, "Come at me, bro."
I'm surprised you didn't get swatted, honestly. Like when you were streaming.
I missed this. I missed you posting your address in the Discord.
I did it and I said, "Come at me."
Because my
Is it still posted? Because we can get that SWAT to happen.
Should I just read it?
During the cast?
Should I just say it right now? Anybody
No,
want to
no.
know?
We're
Should I-
just, we
should I
can make
throw
that
out my
SWAT
social?
happen during the cast.
I'll do it.
Yeah, DJ's the guy that reads people's addresses.
No, Corbin posted patrons' addresses in the Discord as revenge.
It
Did
wasn't
you really?
exactly revenge. It's more like I took a picture of his envelope because he had drawn a cool picture on it.
And you didn't censor it, the address.
I mean, let's not confuse being malicious with being stupid.
You're both.
I didn't really think that one through before I posted it.
Can I at least just read your zip code and let them figure it out?
He's in Oklahoma
Like,
City. Everybody knew that. You don't need the
Well,
zip
like-
code. He's in Oklahoma City.
Well, you know how like the 4chan figured out the position of the what was it? The Shia LaBeouf thing by the position of the sun in the desert or some shit.
Yeah, they figured
like,
out where
I'm
the Shia
sh-
LaBeouf
yeah.
flag was. Yeah.
Like I'm sure our Discord people could do the same thing if I gave them like 2 digits of Corbin's address.
Our Discord is 4chan. So Corbin's an idiot, and he posted his his
I mean,
address in
so
the Discord.
speaking of sex lives, one of the gifts I received was a blow-up doll named John.
How do you know what his name? Did you name it? His name
Wait,
is John.
wait.
Oh, do you have it on you?
He's blowing it up.
I've got the. Nope, I'm showing it to the video if you're on YouTube.
Well, that's gonna get us censored from YouTube, you idiot.
Yeah, don't show John's dick.
No. It's just the. It's just the like the cardboard that came on the top. So because this is what happened, right?
Why did you keep
Well, now
the
you
box?
can't return it.
So my friends and I play Commander and and things like Smash, etc. So sometimes I decide to sweeten the pots and throw in stuff like the last Smash tournament we had. I give away an Urborg. I've given away Shockland, stuff like that. Just stuff to kind of keep it interesting and just bring it from the store because everyone's a customer. So it's fine, right? So I told them all, I was like, hey guys, this is the first time we're playing. I've been gone for a week and a half on a stressful family vacation. I'm ready to come back and play Commander. So to sweeten the pot, I've got a surprise. I've got a prize for the winner of the first game tonight. And these people started going hard. They were expecting something good, really good. One person was literally putting together a new broken deck they didn't play because it was too broken. And then everyone else had a debate over whether or not he should be allowed to do that just to try to win. So these people were working very hard at this. We play the game. Somebody wins with their stupid Naru Meha deck. And I say, all right, man, here's the prize. I hand it to him. It's wrapped up in a blanket. He unfolds it and he meets his prize, John. So, I wanted to make sure that this would be a good use of the doll. I didn't want to give the doll away if that's not what, the person who sent to me, the patron, wanted, right?
Was your friend surprised?
So I went to, yeah, he was surprised, but then you know what? He took John home with him. I don't know. But so I went to Discord and I was like, hey, is this a good plan? Everybody, this is what I want to do. And they were like, I mean, it seems fine. Yeah, that seems like a good way to use it. I'm like, okay, great. So the best part about this is that, my friends they're not in this Discord, so they're not going to know and whatever. So we play, guy wins, gets a blow up doll named John. That's his prize. And I go, and he's like, I thought it was going to be something good. And I was like, well, man, this is really your fault. And he was like,
it's true, man. It's
why?
True. For as little as 20 or 25 cents an episode, he could have had access to that Discord by going to patreon.com/Brainstorm Brewery, giving us as little as $1 a month, which works out to 20 or 25 cents an episode. Never be caught unawares with a surprise sex doll again. Be on top of the ball, get the cutting edge of MTG Finance news, memes, and find out if someone's going to give you a twice used blow up sex doll wrapped in a blanket like it just watched its parents perish in a fire.
I did say it was twice used.
Corbin,
you said it was wrapped in a blanket.
Look, if that's not the best Patreon pitch we have, I mean, that's value to never be caught unawares.
I've never seen a blow up doll hug its knees and shower cry before.
You have to pay extra to have them come that way, man.
Corbin, I feel partially responsible for this postal service onslaught that you've been receiving.
Yeah, tell me why.
Because
PJ.
I was unaware of your Discord escapades posting your address. I actually thought before this cast today, I thought that all of these gifts were from a separate instance. So somebody sent me a message on Twitter recently. I think it was after they bought cards from me or something, but they said they've been a fan of the podcast, all that stuff, etc., which we really appreciate. And then he said, hey, I have some expired B-dubs coupons that I want to send to Corbin. And I said, I have never met this person in my life, but there is no harm in sending out Corbin Hostler's address over a Twitter DM to this stranger. So
we have no OPSEC at this podcast whatsoever.
I got doxxed by DJ.
I want to send him coupons. Well, they don't work, but on the other hand, what's the harm in sending out his address? The place where he lives and his child sleeps.
Literally doxxed by DJ.
Jesus. Oh, boy.
Get a post office box, guys. I'm just telling you. Get a post office box.
That might be good
advice. I have the kind of neighbors that we have a Facebook group for the neighborhood. It's like, I saw a black teenager get out of a sedan today and knock on someone's door. It's like, someone was selling Girl Scout cookies. It's fine. So, like, anybody in the neighborhood that's even a little bit shady is like, well, I don't know. He was carrying a blow-up doll. It's just... I copied down they're like, the license plate was this. It's like, calm down, ladies. You need some shit to do.
I mean, that's what the Next Door app is for.
What's the Next Door? That sounds like a dating app.
It's not. It's a neighborhood app. It's like a Facebook group only. It specializes in that, and it like groups you into your neighborhood by your address.
I'm picturing the neighborhood watch from the Boondocks.
What about the movie Neighborhood Watch?
I didn't see the
With
movie
Ben
Neighborhood
Stiller.
Watch.
and
Wait,
other
Jason's never seen a
people.
movie?
Oh, I've seen
There's a
Neighborhood
mo-
Watch. That was
Oh, of
terrible.
course you
It was
fucking have.
Vince
There was-
Vaughn and the dude from the IT crowd and shit.
And there were aliens,
Richard Ayoade
right?
or whoever.
There
What
were
now?
aliens, right? It
Yeah,
was like the end of the world or something.
What?
I
It
did
was a
see
very
that
odd movie,
so
man.
Up your butt, DJ. My mom buys everything. She's like, I could rent this from Redbox for $1, or I could just buy it for $17 when I'm checking out at the grocery store.
You know, Redbox is popular. The one time someone stole my my debit card number, all they did was buy Redboxes with it. Like 2 years ago.
But they
Yeah.
didn't give them back.
I don't know what they did, man, but it's like I was just looking at the account one day and I was like, why are there Redbox orders and why are they in Cincinnati? I was like, hey, Marianne, have you been Redboxing in Cincinnati recently? She said,
Asking
she
your
wasn't.
redheaded wife if she's been Redboxing in Cincinnati is like, that's a like, I don't. Is that like donkey punching? I don't know. I've not been on the internet in a while.
Anyways, someone stole my credit card, or my debit card. It was my debit
That's
card.
similar to Redboxing in Cleveland, only that's the butt.
So there you go, man. I don't know. Do we want to talk about Patreon now?
We just did.
If
If we talk about that on the podcast, imagine the shit we're not telling you. You can have access to After Hours, which is the stuff that gets cut out of these episodes and is
Like
pretty-
all of that stuff that you didn't hear, that's the after hours.
yeah, it's good. I promise.
If you downloaded this for the first time and you're like, my friend told me to listen to a Magic Finance podcast, but this is clearly not it, then
Nobody wants to hear a Magic Finance podcast. Okay,
We'll
we
get there
figured that out a
eventually.
long time ago. Like, there are other MTG Finance podcasts, they get 11 listeners. No one gives a shit. We figured out 5 years ago nobody wants to hear MTG Finance stuff. So we're going to give
They
you
want
just
some,
enough
man. It's gotta
MTG
be
Finance.
yeah. It's
We'll
gotta be
give
a
you
balance.
just enough MTG Finance info to be dangerous. Like, we're still like, okay, we're technically a finance podcast, so we got to do pick of the week or whatever, but no one cares about that.
I mean, that said, we do have some pretty cool finance themed episodes on tap in the first couple months of the year here. There is definitely going to be
Oh, we're
relevant
still the
finance
best
information.
at it. We just don't want to do it.
I look, it's just I don't want to hammer on the same one-on-one stuff every week, and it can't be dry. So, but you know, we wanted to do everything. We promised people who locked in by the end of 2018, and thank you to everyone who did. It was way more than we expected. We were gonna have some cool perks. So, I don't know, DJ. You've masterminded some of this? You want to read this? Or you want me to?
I don't have the list in front of me, so you guys are gonna have to take it.
yeah, I'll take the bus, I guess. So we did a pitch towards the end of 2018, and we said that if you signed up before 2018 ended, then you get exclusive perks that nobody else would have access to, and I'm calling it the Brainstorm Brewery Reserve List. So the following perks...
Can we talk about what really happened was I got drunk and said that on the podcast, and then we had to scramble to come up with shit because I basically mostly kind of promised that we would do stuff.
I mean, come on, we would have done it anyway.
I mean, maybe, but like, I made us.
We were already talking about it. It's the only reason you said it. DJ, go on.
All right, so we talked a while ago about how we were commissioning 2 tokens, one of which we already revealed was the Sapperling token. That's going out to a lot of our patrons. I just sent out a massive shipment this week, so that's going out to a lot of our patrons. And then the other token got split into 2 different variants, and one of these variants is exclusive to 2018 patrons.
Can I show?
Nobody else.
Can I show it on camera?
Yeah, do you have the original art?
Oh,
Yeah, there you go.
I have the original art. I think. Did I mail it to somebody, or do I have the original art still? It's somewhere.
Okay, well...
Well, which one do you want me to show on camera first? What's the Patreon exclusive one? Is that the vertical one?
Yes.
Okay. So what Proxy Guy did for us, he made it look like the art is on a fridge, on like a refrigerator door stuck there with magnets.
I'm showing the...
It looks fucking awesome.
It's really
Yeah, so shout out to Lindsay Burley. She's a altarist. She's been doing magic altars for almost a decade now. I think I got my first magic altar from her almost a decade ago. And so she did this gorgeous treasure token for us. These are exclusive to 2018 patrons. There's another alternate version that goes out to the $5 patrons, the regular old $5 patrons every couple months. But this one is exclusive to 2018 patrons. You'll be getting around approximately a playset. I need to see exactly how many we can ship out to everybody. But that is just, if you signed up in 2018, you get all the $5 perks, which is the early episode access, you get access to the Discord server, you get access to one of every token, regular tokens, and then in addition to that, you get the playset of these treasure tokens, these unique, special, reserve list, never getting printed again treasure tokens.
Look,
Even if I can't even get them, and it's my podcast.
Do we want to talk about how...
So what if you're stupid like me and you've been a patron since before 2018?
No, you still get them.
You get everything.
You had to be a patron. You didn't have to sign up in 2018. You had to be signed up by the end of 2018.
Okay, I like that.
Yeah, I think it's...
Yeah, we're not going to screw... Like, we're not phone companies. Like, screw loyalty. We only give discounts to new customers.
Can we talk about how smart we were to create a treasure token exactly before they print the most broken, coolest... treasure token producing card
treasure
ever
is deciduous now, not evergreen but deciduous.
Sure.
So it's semi-evergreen.
So we're gonna see treasure.
Every time they come up with a cool use for it.
Yeah, and this is really cool. For people who don't know, I'm talking about the anti-Ristic Study card. I don't remember the name, but it's a 4-mana white enchantment. Whenever an opponent draws a card, you create a treasure token unless they pay 2. So, if you think about it, every time they draw a card with their Ristic
Smothering
Study...
Tithe.
Yeah, every time they draw a card with Ristic Study, you get a mana to stop them from drawing.
Did you pay 1? Did you pay 2? Did you pay 1? Did you pay 2? Did you pay 1? Did you pay 2?
I'm excited to just play the card. I have an Oloro deck that's sort of like taxes, not stacks, but taxes. And just landing this card on turn 4 for any deck that wins by big mana spells like... let's say Torment of Hailfire or what have you, Exsanguinate, that sort of thing. Any deck that wins by those means just gets a giant boost.
It's just slower than a deck that is doing Mechanized Production or Reveling
I like
Riches.
this a lot for Selenia. I have a Selenia deck that could really use every mana rock it can get, and playing this on turn 3 after a Signet or a Cold Steel Heart is a great way to do my weird bullshitty life swap combo finish.
Yeah, the card's really cool. All right, so let's move on to the next level here.
Do you have a song for that?
What?
A song for when you do that? Everybody that's a 2018 patron will get a sound clip of me singing Weird Bullshitty Life Swap Combo Finish!
All right, JJ, make a note of that.
Yeah, you got to do that now because I said it and we own you. You got to do this stuff. Even if we say it on the podcast, you got to do it now.
Weird do I need to use the same melody or?
Yeah, man. Weird bullshitty life swap.
Yeah, I mean that's fine. That's fine. I just wasn't sure if I was following the same tempo, or if I was like mixing it up.
Hey, I think you can. If you do a cover version of my song, you can do whatever you want. We just gotta let
Jason
people know
get a piece of the royalty?
Whoa,
obviously.
Weird bullshitty life swap combo finish.
What are you, William Shatner?
I don't know,
Priceline
man.
negotiator himself.
I just like to put myself to negative 1,000, then cast Repay in Kind. That's all I want to do.
Oh.
That sounds weird and bullshitty.
That does. Your sex sucks. All right, moving on. $10 level. If you were
sorry, Corbin, I don't want to win your blow up doll.
Well, good point.
You're so bad at podcasting that you derailed the Patreon pitch. That's a new low.
If you locked in at $10, you're gonna get.
Well, you have to preface this one with something else. I think.
I almost feel like this one should be a surprise, to be honest.
Okay, so you remember how the Patreon pitch that we blazed past was the burning an effigy of Corbin's chair?
No, not burning an effigy. We're going to burn the chair. If we're burning an effigy, we just burn a...
I don't think DJ knows what the word effigy is.
God damn.
Alright, well, We're burning Corbin's chair. Maybe Corbin himself too. Maybe
Now we're gonna
intern.
burn it in effigy also. So you gotta burn
See,
a pinata and then burn the chair.
Corbin had the opportunity to put the little guy in the chair before he burnt it, but no, he gave it away.
We're burning Corbin's chair. JJ and Corbin are burning the chair.
We could
and then,
burn the intern in effigy.
Look, I don't know how to burn a... Look, this was so much easier in my mind.
You started a wildfire in your early 20s. This should be no brainer.
You start fires on accident. You tell me you couldn't do it on purpose with lighter fluid? Fuck you.
I don't think it's... where do I just go to light a chair on fire and not get arrested?
There are laws in Oklahoma? Dude, if you could discharge a firearm in public just because, like, your team won the football game or the race car smash them up, you can probably burn a chair.
I hope so.
Anyway, we felt like it would be a waste for the remnants of that chair to be dispersed into the aether. Yep. So Corbin will be scooping them up with a broom or a brush, taking those remnants and the ashes back home, and mailing them out in vials to all of our exclusive Legacy 2018 $10 and up patrons.
So if you are a $10 and up patron, you will get a 10 mil. I think they're 3 drams. I think when I ordered them online, they advertise themselves as.
I still think
I
still think this would be better.
So Corbin, you get some tannerite. You put tannerite on the chair.
What does that mean?
Tannerite is an explosive that you shoot with a gun and it blows up.
I don't think I like that.
We're not looking for an explosive. We're looking for an incendiary. Here, take equal parts rust and aluminum
There will
oxide
not
from a
be
paint
a
store.
chair left, and there will be pieces and parts of it everywhere. And you're in Oklahoma, I'm pretty sure you can find somebody that has a gun.
What? Why would I shoot the chair?
Because then it'll detonate the tannerite, and then it'll
You
aerosolize
shoot
chair.
the tannerite explodes and blows up the whole chair.
Yep.
This feels very dangerous.
Yes, it's called an Oklahoma hello.
I think maybe we're just gonna light the chair on fire.
Well,
but I need a new chair.
If you want to be a wussy about it,
you should have enough money in the Patreon to buy a new chair.
Really irresponsible with the Patreon money.
Eric, we're not looking to make a Michael Bay movie.
Guys,
I actually just
realized something.
Tannerite's like $20. Go buy it.
I had a guy who's good at sound and stuff who came over and helped me with all my stream setup. We installed a noise gate on my microphone. Now the audio doesn't go above a certain level, but it doesn't pick up till a certain level either. So I've been sitting here rocking my chair back and forth, trying to make obnoxious noises, and then I realized.
And we heard every single one of them.
We hear it.
Okay, thank God, because it wasn't showing any levels like it was picking up.
No, we heard it the whole
it.
time. You squeak, 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 squeak.
Okay, good. Just checking.
Burn that chair already. So that's happening soon, and as soon as that's burned, we're going to send out ashes to all the $10 and up patrons, because you should have a commemorative keepsake of being locked in 2018. So you get to be part of the chair burning celebration. And you would think that we had money for some tannerite left over in the kitty, but you'd be wrong, because we paid out way too much money for the $20 and up people.
But it's pretty cool.
It is super cool. So shout out to Blake Smith, which is a name that some of you might be familiar with because we mentioned it once before.
City, state, address, age, sex, location.
Social security number, serial number, if you're susceptible to any diseases, if you remember memes from 2002.
Blake made us these amazing custom engraved drinking flasks that he sent out to each of me, Jason, and Corbin. And we thought that they were cool enough to contact him again and have him commission an additional custom-made flask with your name on it if you are a $20 and up patron in 2018.
My flask is full of Di Serono.
So...
because I'm a fancy lady.
So everybody who is at that $20 and up level is getting one of these custom-made Brainstorm Brewery flasks that has the logo, it's got your full name, and...
you can just look at the YouTube video.
Yeah, I'm showing it right now in the YouTube video.
If you're not watching us on YouTube... a $0 way to support the podcast, if you're not going to give us $1 at patreon.com/brainstormbrewery, is go to YouTube, click like, subscribe, all that stuff. Give the video a thumbs up. Just do that. That's a cool $0 way to support us. We're trying to get to a a YouTube subscriber number that is with like in double digits as a percentage of the number of downloads we get on the podcast. We're almost there.
That was a lot of math.
It's under 10% there. So we would love to have more YouTube people. Mostly it's just Narc saying first and then like that's it. So we would love some engagement.
So yeah, custom Brainstorm Brewery drinking flasks. These cost us a lot of money to get
We pissed
engraved.
so much of your Patreon money away on it. But we promised we would. We promised we wouldn't just put the money in our checking accounts or buy cards or invest it. We promised we would squander it, so we have. We're buying really nice presents for our patrons.
Yep, that's right. Looking forward to it. And 2019 is going to have some more cool stuff as well. The party is happening.
Yeah.
Are we announcing
Grand
that?
Prix Indianapolis.
Magic Fest. Magic Fest.
MF.
Fest is what we call it.
MF Indianapolis.
I'm not,
So
That is-
hashtag MF
I still
Indy.
say EDH. I'm not going to say Magic Fest.
That is the weekend of September 6th through September 8th of 2019. It is the best location that we could find that was generalized in terms of the continental United States that also worked out for all of us. It is a great city. Gen Con happens there.
Yeah, this
It is,
place is actually going to be perfect for a Magic Fest because Gen Con is the largest gaming or whatever you want to call it convention in the world, and Indianapolis has built itself around that. So it's going to be a nice place, really affordable to get to, middle of the country, all that, good driving distance from a lot of places in the Midwest and possibly even East. But
I don't know how
it's going to be fun.
Yeah,
It's not drivable for me. I have to fly.
Yeah,
Probably
it's
10
like,
hour
It's not
drive
drivable
for you.
for you.
It's
It's like what, 12 hours?
it's 12 from Oklahoma City. I used to Ironman that drive for Gen Con every year. I went like 4 years in a row.
Yeah, it's like 12 hours for DJ.
Yeah, so when I say East Coast, just know that I live in Oklahoma and I have no idea what distance is up there, right? Like,
I don't want to hear about a 12-hour drive. I drive like 10 hours home to Brittany's mother's house around Christmas with a 2-year-old that wants to pee at every rest stop and like a cat that won't shut the hell up. Like, you telling me you can't like drive that with a couple other people in shifts?
this is
Fuck off.
Jason's midlife crisis coming out right now.
Why'd you bring the cat?
Yeah, why'd you even bring the cat into it, man? The cat
Because we're
didn't
there
do
for a
anything.
week, man.
I thought
Dude,
Cat's
that
whole
cat
thing
will-
was
have
that
somebody
Give
stop
the
by your
cat
house?
Food,
That cat will
water,
piss up our
and
whole house, man. He gets mad and he's just like, oh,
what
I have
cats
a little...
do.
I just remembered I got a little cat cock. Like, you shouldn't get a male cat. You're an idiot if you get a male cat. But
You
I
shouldn't get
just
cats.
had a male cat given
Did
to me, and
you
I was
get
like,
the
cool.
cat fixed?
You cut their ball. You don't cut their dick off when you get them fixed, man. They can still pee on stuff. I don't
You're
know if
right,
you know
but
this.
if you get them fixed early enough, they won't piss on shit, and you get them in a plate. You put
He
a
doesn't do it
cat
to mark
box
his
out there.
territory. He does it because he's mad at us and because he knows it makes us angry. Like, this fucking cat, he's playing 4D chess because, like, the ultimate trump card, there's nothing we can do to him that's worse than him peeing on our stuff. So if we leave him for a week, forget it, man. He will knock the lids off Magic Card 5Ks and piss in there. He's a little motherfucker. So, like, we just got to take him on the trip, and he meows for the first 2 hours. Because he's like, I don't like that the vehicle
Wow.
feels like it's moving. And then we're
Wow.
potty training my daughter, so I don't want to put a diaper on her because I don't want her to regress. So, if it were up to me, I would put diapers on all of us like we're astronauts about to murder our significant others. But, yeah, she wants to stop at every rest stop. So that's my life. If I can do that, you can drive 12 hours to go to a GP where everybody likes you. I guess that's what I'm saying.
All right, wow. There you go.
Don't
See
be
you
a
all
wuss.
in Indy.
DJ hasn't answered. It's 12 hours, right, DJ?
It's 10.
10
Come
hours.
on, man.
So 9
actually-
if you drive like a
An
reasonable
adult,
person.
yeah.
Yeah, so it's less than my holiday drive. Cool. Don't be a
Yeah,
wuss,
it's,
man.
it's not hard to do.
Or just break off some of that Patreon Skrilla and just buy yourself a nice $100 plane ticket. Don't fly American.
Don't fly American, buddy. Get on Spirit or Frontier.
You won't get there till fucking Monday.
Do not get on Spirit. Do not get on Frontier.
So I guess like everybody that's closer than 12 hours, I'm giving a hard time too. It's like just go to Indy. Like if you're a patron, just go to Indy. You know?
Yeah.
Go to Vegas and go to Indy. Go do both.
It's a 10-hour drive. I'll probably still buy a plane ticket.
It's a 9-hour drive.
It's a 10-hour drive for me.
Whatever.
If you drive 70 miles per hour the whole way, yeah, use your discretion. Cut out all the boring shit. Whatever. I'm just giving. I'm drink. Can I get another beer?
Sure.
All right.
Can I get another beer?
Get another beer. Get another beer.
Okay, guess that's what we're fucking doing. I'm gonna go get another beer. I'll be right back.
God, that chair squeaks all terrible.
Every week, man.
That
every
fucking
week,
chair is just horrible.
Oh, the chair. Yeah. Let's cut this back in. I want everyone to see me open my second beer of the night. It's another good one. Bell's 30th Anniversary Cherry Stout Reserve.
I've had that. That's very good beer.
Yep.
I'm on
It is the
Enigma.
color and consistency of balsamic vinegar.
I'm on Enigma Tapestry.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I know. Cool.
Yeah, it's only like 6 miles down the road from where I'm at right now. So
So what do we have to talk about tonight, fellas? That was fantastic after hours. Where were we?
Jesus. Breaking bulk.
Breaking bulk.
No, we're doing
time.
emails.
Breaking bulk and then emails.
Point your kid's dick away from your face and buy this card.
That's funny because he's going to cut the after hours out, and people are just going to hear us talking about the after hours. That's all they're going to know about it. Is that
Wait.
Because they're not patrons who give us $20 or more at patreon.com/Brainstorm Brewery.
Speaking of after hours, there was one other bonus for the 2018 Legacy patrons that we almost forgot to mention, and that is that
You did forget to mention it.
Anybody that is at the $5 up level and was at that level at the end of 2018 gets access to a best of cut of our after hours that is normally released to $20 and up patrons. So you get about a half-hour clip of the stuff that we cannot say on the podcast released to you, regardless of what level you are at.
So if you're at 1, 5, or 10, you don't have access to the after hours. We're just going to give you like a best of cut to be like, oh, that's what it's all about.
Ones don't get it.
Oh, well, fuck you ones.
Wouldn't it be an episode of Brainstorm Brewery if Jason didn't say fuck you to a patron? If DJ didn't dox somebody.
Hey, man, you get access to the Discord.
I forgot. I meant to do this to open the episode one time. Somebody did a bingo card for us in the Discord. And I really enjoyed it, but I think I lost track of it. But I'm pretty sure the center square should be DJ doxes somebody. That should be your freebie.
The center square should be Corbin tells a boring, rambling, shitty story that's terrible. That's the center square.
I've doxed somebody the same number of times you've said revised power. So.
All right.
Ooh, got you, he did.
Just for the record, the center square should clearly be Jason gets drunk.
I've had 11%
given,
beer. That's not enough to get me drunk. Yeah, I love how people are like, Jason's an alcoholic and we're worried about him. And also, Jason had one beer. He's fucked up. Like, pick one. Those can't both be true. I can't be a guy who just, like, gets obliterated all the time and also can get shit-faced on one beer. Like, pick.
That would be a talent, actually. Very cheap talent. Like, saving yourself a lot of money.
An alcoholic with no tolerance? That would be the best. The genie's like, are you sure? You don't want to wish for a liver that, like, will never... Nah. Give me the Terrarian organs and broken blood capillaries in my nose. I want to get shit-faced on one beer. You want to sober up before you make your other two wishes? No! I want 2 cheese pizzas. Why don't you just use one of your wish for 2 cheese pizzas and save one? Ah! Fuck you, genie. Just saying, don't use 2 separate wishes each on a cheese pizza.
Yeah, that's a life lesson. If there's one thing you can take away from this cast, that's all
Plan your
about
wishes out
value.
better.
About getting the most value. It's don't burn 2 wishes on 2 pizzas.
Yeah. Don't eat a whole cheese pizza and be like, "Fuck, I could really use another cheese pizza." Because even the genie's like, "Dude, you want to sober up?"
All right, how about we do Breaking Bold?
Breaking bulk time. Breaking bulk time. Break.
Oh, yeah, breaking bulk. There's so much good stuff.
It's a pick. Breaking bulk. The end.
All right, if you want to burn one of your wishes on that.
I'll go first. I've got a good one. It is
No,
a
you
rare.
don't.
It is a rare though. So
That's how I know it's not a good one. It's a rare.
no, I think it is though. It's an Eldritch Moon, 3 mana blue card.
Imprisoned in the moon.
It is imprisoned in the moon.
Good one.
I think so because I've actually seen these in bulk all
You
the
didn't
time.
finish your sentence, but all right, yeah, that's. I mean, I can't believe that's bulk. Is that bulk? I don't think that's bulk.
No, it's $2. That's the point though.
Oh, if you get it in bulk rares, haha, it's not really a bulk rare.
Well, yeah. I mean, I see that in bulk
Okay.
rare all the time because
you know what? That's
it's
fair.
a
I do
very
too.
niche card
Yep. Well, it's
with a very
you know,
unique
it's
effect.
it's not quite the green one that makes a creature
Song
into
of the
a forest.
Dryad.
Yeah, it's not quite that, but it's as far as blue. If you don't want to be pongifying something, this is pretty close.
Yeah, it's very, very good.
It's a very good removal.
Yeah, and it's like almost 250. So, you know, it's a pretty sweet card. Hard to reprint too.
25 times the bulk rate. That's pretty good.
Yep.
All right, who's next?
I'll go.
I have a black Fate Reforged uncommon sorcery.
Dark deal.
Dark Deal.
Dark deals done dirt cheap. This is not bulk.
Dark Deal? It's insane.
Dark. It's very good. I get
Yeah.
these in bulk all the time. These people don't pull these out of bulk. I'm still getting Fate Reforged bulk, you know?
That sucks because that set sucks.
Yeah, that set sucks. But like I'm buying at the bulk rate.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
people aren't that set sucks. People aren't pulling anything. I'm getting like Teamer Sabertooths and shit. I'm getting real cards.
Yeah,
so,
yeah, for sure.
So,
All right,
yeah.
on to the guests. Eric, did you have one?
I do actually. Eldritch Moon token.
The wizard, the human wizard that the
The human
Delver
wizard
thing
is
makes-
ridiculous,
Mm-hmm.
and
Yeah.
I don't understand why.
It's just
because it's
rare.
it's that some of the tokens they just don't print at the same rate as others.
Well, they print them at the same rate as their counterpart. So, like a token for a
Yeah,
mythic
okay.
is mythic, right? That's how it works.
Yeah.
So this is a mythic token.
no,
Well,
it's a rare.
it's a rare. This was the Westphal Abbey card, right?
No, the wizard is the final delver.
Oh,
it's
off the
it's Delver token.
I understand.
Shadows over Innistrad makes a black-white human cleric, not a blue
Yeah.
human wizard.
Gotcha.
You stupid idiot.
I'll be at
But
it.
yeah, that blue
No,
human wizard's
the
like
free
a
bingo
$1.50.
space is Corbin not knowing what a set is.
So and
Yeah, but it's normally it's a set older than Mirage, not newer than Khans of Tarkir.
so
Those sets sucked.
any of the shops that you go in that have token boxes for 10 cents,
Yeah,
Yep.
it's worth digging through those token boxes.
for sure.
I also have a token, interestingly enough, and it is also
Neat.
newer than Cogs of Tarkir, so Corbin's probably going to get the set wrong. This is a token from Amonkhet, which is the set that has the most variants in different types of tokens. So
Amonkhet has all the stupid Eternalize or whatever cards, right? Whatever they're called.
Yep.
Okay,
Embalms. It has all the embalms.
the Embalm ones, right? So Embalm
Yes.
is different than Eternalize.
Yes, and this is a token from Amonkhet, and it's buy lists for like 20 cents or so, 25 cents.
Is it? Man, I don't care.
There's so many. Is it? There's mummies, right? That's how it works.
Here's a hint. It is not an embalm card.
Calm like Bomb.
I don't care.
Yeah, we don't care. Screw
The
you.
worm from Sandworm Convergence.
Oh, that's cool.
It's a 6/6.
I think it's a 5/5.
It's a 5/5.
Don't
The
correct
green
me.
5/5 worm from Sandworm Convergence. Buy lists for more than Sandworm Convergence itself.
Sandworm Convergence
That's
is
ridiculous.
Well, didn't Sandworm Convergence get reprinted?
Maybe Sandworm Conversions is legacy playable.
We could easily look this up.
I am.
Never reprinted.
Oh wow, that's goofy.
But the Sandworm Convergence itself is closing in on $2 nowadays, but the token
That's actually crazy.
buy list, yeah.
I
That's
didn't
a
know
good
that.
card.
I didn't know that.
Casuals love this, man.
I didn't realize
For,
it had
for
gone
the
up.
low cost of 8 mana.
It's gone up in the past month even. Wow.
Okay, so I guess the token doesn't buy list for more than the card itself anymore.
Yeah.
But
Interesting.
You liar.
Well, I mean,
That's
that
not
card,
like-
the card only spiked like literally it was 50 cents in November. So
Yeah.
it's tripled since.
That's
That's actually
cool, man.
really
Like,
interesting.
it's cool to pay there's so much to pay attention to, and some of the stuff goes under the radar and grows at such a slow rate, 5 cents a week or 5% a week or something like that, that like it doesn't trigger any of like the tracking apps and stuff like that. So you just gotta like look at stuff. It's hard.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
So like some stuff we miss, and
Well,
this
I mean,
seems to be
this-
one of those things. And every once in a while, you're going to be going through tokens.
Yeah, but
I
I
don't-
don't know if it's fair to say you missed it, right? Because it's gone from 50 cents to $1.50, but what's to say it's not going to be $4? Right?
Yeah, that's it. But I mean, anything you're pulling out of bulk, it doesn't even matter, right? It's all
Right,
free
right,
money.
right,
So, like, don't bulk out tokens. My God, just look everything
No,
up. 'cause you'd be
tokens you keep. Period.
Yeah.
as a general rule, just as a super general rule, if you're just not that into finance and you're just wanting like whatever, just pick tokens. Pick ones that are made by rare cards, and pick tokens that are made by cards that make a lot of tokens.
Right.
So if something makes like 6/1/1 elves or whatever, like pick cards that are unique. Pick tokens that are unique and that like that is the only printing of that token. There's a lot of 1/1 elf warriors. You don't really need to pick 1/1 elf warriors. But 1/1 green-white elf warriors from Risa Redeemed are pickable because that's the only green-white one. And
don't
so,
pick O2 blue homunculus. Pick
Yeah, and
5/5 green
yeah.
sandworm.
Yeah, and like what's the other example? The red 6/6 dragon is a good example of
Yeah.
this.
Yeah.
Because
good,
there's
good.
a lot of 5/5 red dragons, but only Ivara Hellkite makes 6/6s.
Grab
So
every token you see after a draft. Grab every token you see on a pre-release, and just sit there and hold them. And 2 years from now,
The
have
common,
good
and
tokens.
uncommon ones you don't really need to hold. Mostly just
No, but you
rares.
you just grab everything that's about to be thrown away.
yeah, you grab every token that's there before it gets put in the box at the store.
Yeah, for sure.
Grab the tokens off the tables. Just
Fight
grab
people
every
for 'em. Just
token
punch
you
them in the
find.
face. Just fight to the death over the tokens.
And all the rare ones.
If that small child wants his sandworm, you need to make sure that he leaves with at least 4 teeth missing for that sandworm token.
Make him give you a rare from his seal pool.
Sure. Why not?
It's a rare token. Give me a rare.
Yeah. That. All right, DJ, hit us with some emails.
We have quite the backlog of emails, actually.
Well, that's surprising because we never do them.
I think we can do quick hits on some of these, though. This one is titled "Because Milk Boy Begged."
I don't even want to know. Go on.
Yeah, who could that possibly be?
From Ben Cotty. Hey, Brew Crew, how do you treat items like Oath of the Gatewatch Eldrazi? They have seen play and success in every format, but those decks are currently at a low point. They seem very hard to reprint, and other cards in that block are starting to move. Like Monarch, as example. The prices seem stagnant, so is this a good time for me to go in on Thought Not Seer and Friends? Ben in the UK, currently in Casablanca on ropey Wi-Fi from my iPhone. I don't
Look at me. Oh, I got money to vacation in paradise. Up your butt.
He lives in the UK. He doesn't pay $8,000 in health insurance every month.
I'm gonna speak to this, I guess. A lot of this comes down to Legacy and Modern. Eldrazi are figured out. The rest of the format seems to have caught up.
Yeah, I don't like
the Legacy Eldrazi deck is just, I mean, it exists, but it's, and it's popular because it's cheap, but it's not one of the best performing archetypes. And in Modern, the deck has fallen off, right? Bandit Eldrazi doesn't even exist anymore. You see colorless Eldrazi Stompy sometimes, but that's pretty much it. A year ago, maybe a year and a half ago, there were 6 different flavors of Eldrazi that were all viable. So
I like
I don't know.
I talked about this last week, but I like Kozilek a lot more than the modern playable ones because the casual demand for Kozilek is going to continue to grow while the modern demand for these has stagnated.
Maybe. I'll say this. We just saw KCI take 4 of the top 8 spots at the GP. The deck's clearly going to get banned. I mean, it's pretty clear to me, just looking at the state of Modern, being plugged into it, that we're probably going to have a Mythic Championship for Modern in 2019, and I would expect to shake up to the ban list in advance of that.
Well, they already issued a ban today, right?
Yep.
Alex Bertoncini.
Yep.
Oh my god.
Wow.
I knew. I caught that one.
I did not.
I'm actually
work.
pretty happy of that. Now they need to go after the judges who decided that he should host a because he actually presented at the judge conference at GP Vancouver where he got disqualified on how to catch cheaters while he was cheating.
It was mostly just watch me in side events.
Wow.
So he got caught cheating at GP Vancouver after he presented at a judge conference at GP Vancouver. Now, the only problem I have with that is that if you present at a judge conference, you get foil compensation, and it's usually probably the best judge foil for presenting at a judge conference. The last judge conference that I participated in, and I did a mini presentation at, I walked away with about $350 worth of foils from that judge conference. So they gave him money at that judge conference to present on cheating, and then he got disqualified for cheating.
The judge foils, though, you don't go. That's not specifically for judges who present.
No, if you present at a judge conference, you get foil compensation for that.
I see.
Okay.
Clearly, I knew that because I'm a judge.
A judge conference, you get foil compensation for attending a judge conference. So I'm sure he sat there at the judge conference all day I'm sure it was like on the Friday at GP Vancouver. Sat there all day, got a bunch of foils, and then presented and got a foil specifically for the presenters. And then got caught cheating at that foil or at that conference and got banned.
Well, I mean, it's water under the bridge now, right?
Saw it was a great idea to have him present. Also, should be gone.
Yeah, I mean, want to catch cheaters.
And honestly, though, at that point, you almost want to do like the catch me if you can approach to it. Have him be a judge, and have him
associated with
no.
But anymore. I mean, he's gone. He's absolutely gone out of there. But he absolutely cheated.
Yeah, I mean, he's a cheater.
Period.
He is a habitual cheater who we don't have to hear about anymore. That's the most exciting thing.
Yep.
He rightfully banned.
Next email.
Back to the emails, though. I think what I was saying there is that Eldrazi maybe don't work in this world of Modern, but depending on how much of a shake-up Wizards goes for, I'm guessing that it will be a Mythic Championship format, things could you could look like a genius turbine Eldrazi right now. They ban some of the cards that are more broken in Modern and slow the format down. Well, Thought-Knot's here looks a lot better in that sort of format. So, I do think they're hard to reprint. I think that they are probably, I think the risk is low. I think they're going to be stagnant more than they're going to drop precipitously.
Sure.
So, if you feel strongly about it, go for it. But I guess I'm saying I don't necessarily feel strongly about it because it relies on some other factors.
Kozilek is the safe play. Thought-Knot Seer is the more gambly play.
Well, what about Displacer, right? Isn't Displacer
more like
just,
I think not.
I mean, isn't just Displacer the best one because that also has Commander playability?
I mean, yeah, less than you'd think, but it does have.
Yeah, I mean, it actually has less play in Modern, I think, but more. All right, next email.
$20 patron here, Andrew Mojeski.
We gotta read it.
Hey, Brew Crew, with all this talk about burning the basic lands of Oklahoma, I had a related question. I was able to pick up assorted Bolas full art lands for 25 cents a piece. Will I get burned, in all caps, by this? Because even though they're more rare than Zendikar full arts, they're less sought after. What do you think the price trajectory looks like for these slightly more unique full arts when Zendikar seems predispositioned to do full arts sometime in the future? Thanks, and when will I get my drinking glasses?
Jason.
Dude, I sent it to everybody who has been a patron for more than 2 weeks. So if like you'd be like, hey man, I've been a $20 patron for 20 seconds. Well, it costs $13.
This email was in December 13th.
Yeah, so maybe.
Well, I haven't sent out since November, so you can eat shit, man. How about that? How about you take your little email, print it out, roll into a tube, and jam it right up your ass? How about that?
P.S. Don't start another wildfire when you burn that chair.
See, that's what I'm worried about.
This dude is getting pieces of the chair. He's getting glasses. He's getting his email read on the cast. And you know what? He's ungrateful. This is the problem with our patrons who go to patreon.com/Brainstorm Brewery. They think because they give us thousands of dollars every month that they're owed something. And you know what? I think that's a bullshit attitude.
You're an idiot.
I'm owed
I send out the
everything I pay
glasses
for.
periodically. You'll probably get them in the next couple weeks.
What was the
Thank you for
subject of
being
this email? I've already forgotten.
You got screwed by
land.
buying full. You got screwed by buying full arts at a quarter. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's what I was
mean, yeah,
gonna say.
like the thing is.
Wait, did he say Amonkhet or Hour of Devastation?
He just said Bolas full art lands.
Well,
I
there's
mean,
a
they're both just.
The ones with the sun in the middles in the horns are at least a little better, but the only ones of those I really want are foil.
Because it's based on personal preference, and they've done so many full arts at this point that they're not special anymore. Like when they only had the Zendikar full arts and like unglued, like yeah, it was a big deal.
They were
like,
at one point. Zendikar full arts were buy listing for $1. I was like, I wonder if I should take them, the 1,000 I have. And then like it didn't. And obviously now.
Wow, you could have bought a fridge with that, huh?
I mean, I could have.
I still have 32 sealed land packs from Battle for Zendikar and Oath of Gatewatch.
Yeah.
So from all the fat packs. So yeah.
I mean, I still
need
keep
those
them.
buy lists to go up.
Your best bet, honestly, with something like that, especially if you paid a quarter for it. I mean, you're not. I'm sorry, like it's unlikely that the buy list is getting there anytime. But what you might do is, if you have enough, you might have success in local Facebook groups or just local stores or whatever. Hey, I have a set of 10 of each of these bolus lands. Interested? I'll sell them to you for 30 cents a piece. And then if you're just handing someone exactly what they need and it saves them the time and hassle for someone who expressed interest in them, that's probably your best bet to ever make money on. Because just put them in a box isn't going to work. Next email.
That one's gonna take a while. This one's way too long. Oh, this one's time sensitive, so this is good. Time sensitive from Juan Rodriguez. Yo, Brew Crew, what's up? This question serves as a giant PSA because stamps prices are due to go up soon. Will we be seeing an increase in shipping costs, or will vendors just eat the loss after they run out of their stockpiled stamp reserves? Also, how do I get cheaper stamps? Set for my Pokeball Plus.
You get cheaper stamps by not buying stamps.
My
You use the
Pokeball
stamp
Plus?
software where it prints out the exact postage based on the weight. You get the scale, the printer, that whole deal. You do PayPal.com/shipping or whatever DJ does. That's how you get cheaper stamps. When you're just like affixing like a forever stamp and maybe a 10-20 cent stamp, to the envelope, yeah, you're gonna overpay because like you're not getting the exact postage. So if you want to save money, calculate it.
I mean,
the printer.
The min is gonna be like 50 cents regardless. So I just pre-stamp a lot of my envelopes. Like anything up to 8 or 9 cards, 9 or 10 is pushing it. I'll just pre-stamp an envelope like this. You get these at like Walmart for $2 for a pack of 100. And then I just pre-stamp several hundred at a time. So yeah.
There you go.
Your wife doesn't pre-stamp your envelopes for you?
Not normally.
That's cool. I can't wait till my kid is old enough to do that kind of stuff. She likes to say, Daddy, I'm going to go to work too. When I go down to the basement, I tell her I'm going to work. She's like, I'm going to work too. I'm like, cool. Maybe instead of like unpacking
Well, then she's
boxes
gonna
full
like
of bulk and just dumping them on the ground and putting them in like empty deck boxes, maybe you can stamp some envelopes.
that's
That'd be
well,
cool.
giving it. I don't know. Giving a kid stickers is dangerous, wouldn't it be? She's just gonna end up stamping like 8,000 everywhere, just
No,
all
because
over.
she's not an idiot. So
Well,
no.
you'll walk upstairs and there'll be stamps all the way up the stairs
Yeah.
on the wall.
Or she'll stamp envelopes because like she's not an idiot.
I don't think that's what's going to happen, Jason. Just spitballing here, but I don't think that's what's going to work out for you.
Hey man, she's
Anyway,
potty trained.
I don't think it's gonna
That's good
increase. It's not gonna matter for vendor prices. Like people aren't gonna change their prices of cards just off of a few cents on stamps. People will just eat the loss. It's fine. Stamps.com for your stamp needs.
We'll be eventually sponsored by Stamps.com, I think.
Yeah, you don't need to use Stamps.com unless you're doing like hundreds of orders a week.
Hey, don't talk our potential Stamps.com subscribers in the future out of it, man. No? All right, fine. Yeah, you gotta do a lot of volume for it to be worth it. He's correct.
All right. Well, we want to jump into pick of the week now.
Are we done with the emails?
For now, yeah, we'll save
That
some.
felt like
Are there any
that felt like
$20
enough.
patrons? If they're $20 patrons, we should read them this week.
All right. Pick of the week. Who wants to go first?
Pick of the week, pick of the week, pick of the week. Time for the pick of the week.
DJ does.
Mine's Scarab God. The end.
Why?
Magic cards have a graph, and this one's graph looks like a slide, and it's at the bottom of the slide, and then it's gonna go up because sometimes.
And then everyone's gonna be like, "When did that happen?"
Wow, this is the 5 minutes I needed.
Where's Scarab God at right now?
950.
Under 10, yeah.
I don't know, man. It is still
It
steadily
seems like he can go
trending
lower.
down. Still,
Yeah, man,
still steadily
you
trending down.
You don't just find the bottom of the slide and still it starts to rebound, man. You don't grab a falling knife. You wait till it goes up maybe a buck, and then you're like, "Oh, I would rather."
I mean, but
I would
then
rather
it-
lose
you
a
never-
buck in value than buy too early.
Look, it is true that cards go up at the beginning of the year, though, so that could be relevant here. It's certainly at that time period. I'm going to go with one a little more out there. This card surprised me. I saw it. It started to move, and I'll tell you up front, I don't know what's moving it, so I don't know how high it's going to go, but Jace's Sanctum for Magic Origins. Weird 4-mana blue enchantment. Instant and sorcery spells you cast cost 1 less. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery, scry 1. Seems like a bulk rare, right? I mean, it's just this weird dorky enchantment that's never been good.
I mean, it's in thousands of EDH rec decks.
Well, and that's
Talrand, Mizzet, Melik, Baral.
Yeah, but I mean, this card is 4 years old, and it was still bulk status as of 6 months ago, right? So,
But that's before they printed Thousand Year Storm, Murmuring Mystic, Mission Briefing.
right. So there you go. The card has moved up to $1.25. So I think should get in on it now. I don't know how many copies are out there. I don't know how fast it's going to go or where it's going to go, because it does still seem somewhat niche.
It's
but
sold out at $2 on Card Kingdom. That's probably worth noting.
Yeah.
Like I feel like stuff sells out on Card Kingdom if it's like a casual all-star, because those people don't even know about TCG Player.
right. Yeah, I agree. So Jace's Sanctum, mark it down.
Well, wait a minute. The non-foil is sold out at $2, but the foil is still available at $2.30.
Well, the foil, the price on the foil hasn't really moved either, so that's not a bad pickup.
Well, hey, 8 copies at Card Kingdom. I'm going to leave them for our patrons. I won't buy them myself right now.
Yeah, make an announcement. Make a post in the Discord.
Nope. How about for people that listen to our podcast? How
man.
about we reward those people?
All right.
Okay. Let me go here really
Go
quick.
ahead, man.
So Mark Rosewater last week talked about Proliferate as being the Simic mechanic up until they decided it wasn't going to be the Simic mechanic. So the last time Proliferate was printed, we didn't have energy. And Mark really talked about how he wanted to get Proliferate back into Magic. So I'm looking at Aetherworks Marvel. And this thing is under $1, a mythic under $1. And yeah, it's in Kaladesh, which is probably the largest open set ever. But the foil's
really minimal EDH play.
The foil's at $3 right now, and the non-foil's at 70 cents. And if we get Proliferate back and one or two cards that make an Eighth Works Marvel deck work in Modern, especially if you see some Modern cards get banned, i.e. KCI.
Oh, you're saying predicated on Modern? I think it.
I think on all of it, because this deck was the dominant deck in Standard for, almost a year until it got
banned. But how many decks that are bannably good in Standard could even compete in Modern? You take decks that were banned in Standard, could they even compete in Modern?
Well, if you ban the certain things in Modern that are keeping those decks from being competitive, i.e. KCI, i.e. Tron, Marvel's not a bad deck, especially when you can Marvel into both versions of Eldrazi, and if Tron sticks around, hey, you could put Marvel in a Tron deck. I like what Proliferate could possibly do, especially when they don't design around older cards.
Okay.
Which typically when they don't do that, it's a thing that's out there. So.
Yeah. All right.
At 70 cents.
I guess any card that was good enough to ban, if it's practically a bulk rare. Yeah, that's a pretty low risk pickup.
It's not a bad thing.
If you can pick up 15 copies of this under $10, it doesn't seem bad to me.
If you can have it thrown in on a trade to make up the extra 50 cents.
Yeah. Okay.
Absolutely pick it up. So.
Okay.
And the foils are $3.
You're talking real low risk. I like it, man.
No, it's not a bad thing.
Jason?
I'm with you. Mine is an uncommon. Now, with Thornbite Staff being $10 on the basis of them printing a Prime Speaker Venifar, Thornbite Staff does combo a little bit better with Venifar, but Umbral Mantle was better with other stuff. It's better with Krenko, it's better with Selvala, and other Selvala, and Yisan the Wanderer Bard, and Kaidel, Chosen of Krefix, which is a favorite in Vile Smasher and Thrasios Triton Hero decks. Fennec's God of Deception, you're basically paying 2 mana for an activation. Great and Reese the Redeemed, Experiment Credge, all that crap. Umbral Mantle is a $5-6 card, and Thornbite Staff spiked to 10, and is selling around 8. I don't think Thornbite Staff should be more than Umbral Mantle. And I think once people start...
Go ahead, sorry.
I think once people start building the Prime Speaker Vanifar decks, they're going to realize they want the Mantle in the deck too, especially if they're doing the Pili Pala bullshit.
So, Umbral Mantle, this is one of those cards that, remember when it spiked, I guess at the beginning of 2017, up to $5? Everyone was like, whoa, what a crazy uncommon. And it's definitely, that'll never stay or whatever. It's never been reprinted, despite being a $5 uncommon. And it's only gotten more expensive.
Yeah, it's hard to reprint because it's got the untap symbol. You can't just throw it in any product.
Yeah. I mean, just still hasn't been reprinted. I mean, now it's $6.50. That's insane.
Yeah.
But, I mean, Shadowmoor. It's Shadowmoor, right?
Staff of Domination is $38 on Card Kingdom. I
yeah.
Untap stuff's pretty good, man.
Yep. All right, for sure.
Quern Ranger, Wirewood Lodge, Scrib Ranger, all that crap, man.
Right.
All that stuff sold out this week. Thornbite Staff sold out at 10 for Christ's sake.
Last couple weeks.
Sword of the Parents is $1.50. That's a thing too, right? Illusionist Bracers. How much do you guys think Illusionist Bracers are worth?
$3, $4.
Yeah. Yep. And that's just one of those things that was gettable for under $1 forever.
Yeah.
So it's just anything that doubles, anything that lets you rebuy stuff. Nobody anticipated a stupid card like Vanifar, which is going to be built real boring. Everyone's gonna be I got a chain. Last week you could get Intruder Alarm for $5, which I thought was too cheap, but now it's $120, I think.
Yeah, obviously, right? I'm sure the
it's going to settle between
prices.
$5 and $120.
Yeah.
So
I sold a bunch of them to people on our Discord for $13.
Probably a good deal all around.
While it was $20.
Well,
aren't you
it was
good
never
Samaritan?
really 20.
I think it's still 20, isn't it?
$23.78.
Yeah.
Is that the market price?
it stuck pretty hard at 20.
Dang.
Well, it's insane with Vanifar. And, like, what this is people that are like, oh, it's good with Vanifar, and they just don't understand how the EDH market works.
It's a $17 market price.
Yeah, that's nuts. So just let people buy that kind of crap, I guess. I don't know. What are you going to do? So I think Umbral Mantle got forgotten because it's not as obvious as Thornbite Staff, which basically untaps the creature every time a creature dies. Yeah, correct. That gets you through your whole combo, just like Intruder Alarm. But Umbral Mantle, you're paying, what, 3 mana for an activation, which will get you all the way through your combo anyway. So
yeah, pretty good. Yeah. All right, well, guys, anything else we want to touch on this week? Everyone, we're going to be hitting on the spoilers next week. So if you missed that, we have the set review coming up next week. But
we have a Magic player who's good at Magic lined up.
Surprise guest. All right, surprise guest. There you go. Eric, thanks again for coming on, man. It's fun as always.
Hey, absolutely wonderful. So
yeah,
I do like that one they spoiled today with from would be the I looked the damn thing up now.
What's it do?
Cool story, man.
It's the green and 3, and it whenever you cast a creature that untap or cast a creature that you don't have in your graveyard or in play, you get to draw a card.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah.
Oh, Guardian's Plan.
Yeah.
Whenever a non-token creature enters the battlefield under your control, if that creature does not share a name with another creature you control or have in your graveyard, draw a card.
That is
pretty cool.
Draw a card.
It's pretty good in EDH.
Yeah, no kidding. All right, it's pretty sweet.
Throw that at your spoilers next week.
Yeah, no kidding.
It's better than like Beast Whisperer in EDH.
Yeah, definitely. So. All right, well, there you go, everybody. Thanks for listening to this Brainstorm Brewery. I hope everyone who was a patron enjoyed the surprises. They'll all be coming to you. Thank you for supporting us.
Yeah, we really hope that you think that's worth it. You know.
Yeah, we actually really did we racked our brains for 2 weeks, put a lot of work into this, and we are going all out for the party as well in Indy. So mark it down on your calendars.
And while we were on the podcast, like, oh, we don't know what we're doing, we were spending thousands of dollars on it.
Well,
trade secrets, Jason. Come on.
As someone,
nerds are worth it. Whatever.
As someone who's thrown a lot of money at you guys in the last year, I'm very thankful for it, and I hope to see you guys all in Indy next year.
Yeah, man. Dang, that's awesome to hear.
Well, yeah, we have to we have made ourselves interact with you nerds. So.
All right, everybody. This is Brainstorm Brewery. Thank you for listening. We'll see you next week.
People can riffle shuffle my Gonti deck in Indy.
Nice.
Oh, I wasn't recording. I didn't get any of that. No, I'm just kidding. How fucked up would that be?